Boom!
Woo, we did
Got
it
it right
right.
this time.
We did it.
Welcome into episode
11.
11. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Of Not Just Sports. I'm your host, Justin Scott.
And I am Steph Forser.
Peace, love, and we got a guest.
Yeah.
Our guest will be here shortly.
Yeah, he's on his way.
As you can see, there's a third chair over there at the end. It's been a long time since our last guest, Mr. Bill Scott.
Some tough shoes to fill.
Yeah, he did a great performance. So, Pavel, I'll say his name now.
Yeah, well, yeah. Our friend
We know you'll
Pavel.
do great. We'll see you soon.
Yeah, he'll
And,
be here soon, hopefully.
Yeah. What episode was Bill?
I don't know, like 3.
3?
It was pretty
It was early.
Pretty early on.
And we had him at the end of the table here. And it was a little bit cramped, we noticed. So
Yes.
you can see the chair on the end of
Yeah,
the
we
table.
had to adjust I had to reluctantly adjust our frame. So it's a little out of center.
Yeah, so...
Which is only slightly bothering me, but it's okay.
Yeah, I honestly didn't notice that. I thought it would look kind of like zoomed out, but it looks the same zoom-wise. But
Yeah, it's not bad.
We'll live with it.
After I fixed it. It was worse before.
yeah, do you want to go fix it again?
No, it's fine now.
All right. So anything you want to say before you go through the rundown?
I guess to subscribe and follow us. We've been really slacking on the Instagram. And
I know.
I will make intro music. Maybe I'll do that this weekend. I brought my iPad with me
Okay.
and I have Sunday and Monday off. And maybe I'll play around with some GarageBand or something.
Oh, okay. My students would know a lot about that. They did something cool. They were studying how music really impacts the mood of movies and whatnot. And so the teacher showed them trailers of a Lion King scene with like intense music, and it looked like something bad was going to happen. And it was with happy music, and it made it seem like something good was going to happen. So
It's
it's just
crazy.
interesting how...
Like mentally, how it...
Yes.
Yeah. My
Yeah.
dad will sometimes talk about how like good movies, like soundtracks are, like how that makes it stronger. And ever since... It's Magnolia is a movie he's talked about. It's a really long one, and it's been on my list, but it's like over 3 hours.
I don't
And
think
so
I've heard of it. Is it old? Sounds like
I
it would
don't
be
know.
old.
He said it's a really weird movie. Like, I guess like frogs like fall from the sky, like raining frogs. But he said that something about the soundtrack is like really good and how it works with the movie. So I've
Interesting.
always been intrigued.
Well, we like weird movies, so
We do like
maybe
weird
that's something we
movies.
could watch.
But yeah. So maybe I'll get that done this weekend because I know it's necessary.
Yeah, and there's more stuff I can do too because you don't even have Instagram downloaded. So
I don't.
I don't know. I really don't go on Instagram much, period. So I don't.
Me neither. I don't know if
Don't really
many
go on the
people
page.
actually interact on there, but it's an option if
Yeah.
I felt the need.
We'll step our game up. We're still early in the process.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
big things to come, I hope.
Yeah. New year, new us.
Yes. All right. What do we got going?
Well, what we have going on today is, let me pull this up. So this is our agenda for today. So I guess we have a brief catch up. We were supposed to film this episode last week and there was a scheduling conflict, so we had to wait. But, so it's been a little while. And then you have a little list of Patriots Dynasty top 6 for the 6 rings that they have.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll react to that. Hopefully our guest will be here by then.
Yep.
And then Pavel is our guest.
You did
So
just mention
that
that.
is,
I love it.
yeah, that's the third segment. So
Cool.
a
So
little
once again,
chill episode.
what's that?
A nice chill episode, I suppose.
Yep. I was going to say I anticipate this being short, but usually when I say that, it ends up being the same damn length as it always is.
You really fixate on the length.
I know I do, and I shouldn't, but I just have that feeling. There's only 3 topics, so this one must be short, right?
I guess.
I guess we'll find out.
Unless Pavel just goes off and absolutely like monologues the whole thing.
He could. Are you going to drill him with those questions that you said you were going to?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He has no idea what's coming.
He knows which ones I have coming. I said there's going to be some random ones. I actually don't have any random listed, but yours are pretty out there.
Pretty
Did you think
random.
you heard him?
I think I did, yeah.
Oh, really? No, he would have told me if he's here.
Maybe that was
No, he's not here yet.
someone else upstairs.
Okay, cool. So brief catch up. I guess I'll go first.
Yes.
I get my test scores in 2 hours.
I was going to ask you earlier, but I didn't know if you weren't, I don't know. I didn't know if you were avoiding them.
I am a little bit. I'm scared.
Why 10 p.m. on a Friday?
I don't know. It's just what the website says. I kind of have this it is what it is mentality. Like, I'm gonna have to pass regardless. If I have to take it again, whatever. I mean, I
Your
don't want to pay the
MTEL
money,
test
but
scores, for those who don't know, for your phys ed.
yeah,
test.
right.
I don't know if everyone.
I think we mentioned it throughout the show, but
Yeah.
for those who haven't been on every episode, yes, MTEL PE, and it's really hard. I'm sure I explained it. Very specific things you need to know about a variety of athletics, not even just,
Didn't you say like snowboarding's on there and like?
Yeah, I was
stuff?
going to say not even traditional gym games or sports, like, yes, skiing and square dancing. And
I did square dancing in gym.
did you really?
Well, I mean, I guess it wasn't square dancing, but we had like a dance session in elementary school where we had like little mats, and it was like the Dance Revolution, and you had to make up a dance. Like that was your like final for the unit.
Okay.
Like it was elementary school, but we had it.
Well, when I saw it, I thought it was crazy. And there's no way anyone does this, but funny.
Yeah, it wasn't square dancing, I suppose, but.
And this man is just staring me down right now.
Oh my god, a little scary.
Other than that, really nothing new. Same old, same old. Going through the weeks, going through the motions.
Same. I guess I got a promotion at work. Technically, my manager left, so
yep,
it's just me now.
And
and my new assistant manager, but
right. And you need to ask for a raise.
Yes, I know. We're getting there next week. Next week I will. But yeah, nothing really new with me. We booked our trip to Florida.
We did. And we had that on last time's show.
But it's official.
Yeah.
The plane tickets are booked.
And we have every day laid out. So day one, or night one, I should say, we land around midnight in Miami. So we're just going to get experience of the nightlife on a Friday night. Pretty awesome. Crash, then drive all the way down the Keys to Key West, the very tip. Do some jet skiing. And maybe stay on a boat, which is pretty cool.
I hope we stay on the boat.
Yeah. Boat would be awesome. Drive up the Keys to Florida City and hit some national parks on our last couple of days.
Yes.
That's pretty much it. We were going to do the dry tortillas plain, but too pricey.
It's $400, so we don't.
I thought you said $800.
For the whole day. You could do a half day for $400, but.
Okay, well that's interesting then. $400 I
probably
would consider.
Each though, like $400 each.
Yeah, I know, but still, I'd consider that. When you said 800, I was like, no freaking way. But
well, it would be total 800.
Okay, that's what you meant. We'll see.
But
we'll
no, there was a whole day and a half day. The half day is the 400. Full day is.
What do they consider half and full day?
It's like a 40-minute ride to Dry Tortugas. You stay there for like 2 hours.
Okay.
Or so, and then you fly back.
Interesting.
40 minutes. So it's like 3 hours, 3 to 4 hours total.
Okay. Maybe. We'll see. Maybe if we're feeling like
And I'm going to
splurging.
get to put stickers on my water bottle.
Yep. 2 more.
Maybe 3. But yes, 2 for sure.
Do you think there's any chance to get all 63? Pretty sure that's how many
Except
there
for the Gateway Arch. I have no desire to do that. Even if I
Yeah,
went, I
imagine
don't
that
think I'd put the sticker on.
That one blank space on there, you'd want it to be blank?
No, but that's the last one I want. But
I'd see the Gateway Arch. Why not? The Cardinals baseball stadium's beautiful, and you can see it in the background. But St. Louis is...
I'm sure it's pretty, but it bothers me
city.
that it's a national park.
It's insane. And like I said, the avid national park enthusiasts are pissed about it. They're like, why is this on the list? This is a disgrace. And
Well, I
makes
guess
sense.
it's because it's like important to the history of the U.S. because it's like the Louisiana Purchase
Yeah, but so
started
are a lot
there.
of things in America. I mean,
Mount Rushmore isn't, and that is, and that's a little odd to me.
right. That's a perfect example. Yeah.
But same idea, I suppose.
Yeah. Before we get too off topic, I mean, that's kind of
Yeah, nothing.
a wrap for new stuff.
Yeah.
And they already knew about the trip to Florida, so yeah, it's official.
Yay.
Hell yeah. Now, this is a segment you got to listen to. Not ready for you yet.
Yeah,
But,
you can't. You're not yet. You must wait.
I thought this was a pretty cool idea. If you want to
Oh
introduce
yeah, I
it.
forgot. I thought this was a cool idea. You for sure. You came up with it,
I
but
did.
it's the top. Your top 6 Patriot Dynasty moments for the 6 rings. So you had to pick 6.
Yep. And I want to preface this by saying I didn't include the earlier Super Bowls because I was so young. So when they won their first one, I had just turned 4. And for the other ones, I think I was 6 and 7. And oddly enough, I remember the first one the most because I was playing football with my brother in my basement. But in terms of the actual games, I don't really remember them. Don't remember beating the Rams the first time, the Panthers, the Eagles.
I didn't even know we beat the Rams one other time.
The greatest show on turf. Held them to, was it 20 points? 17? Something like that.
I didn't know this.
Yeah, no, pretty cool stuff. And, of course, the Snow Bowl game was on the run to get to that Super Bowl. But I was too young, so I didn't include those. So I'll start with the honorary mentions.
Start with the honorary mentions?
Yeah, and then I'm going to go from 6 to 1. And 6, obviously, because we won 6 Super Bowls.
Yes.
Before I even get to the honorable mentions, I was going to put in these Brady beating Mahomes in Tampa, but,
That doesn't count.
It doesn't. But, we're kind of the Patriots were an extension of that Bucs team in a way. And it was like, I was rooting so hard for him, not only just because he's playing the Chiefs, but I don't know. I kind of want him to stick it to the team because we kind of let him go. But
my Nana was in her Brady Bucks jersey watching the game. So.
Yeah, I remember you saying that. Yeah, and she's a Tom over team kind of gal.
Yeah, loves Tom.
Yeah, so I didn't put that on there, but what I do have is you meeting Devin McCourty.
I can't believe that's an honorable mention in this. I mean, this was like right before he retired.
Right.
But yeah, I can't believe that this is on there.
And before I go further, I do want to say like the reason I'm doing this because we really had the book slammed shut, and I know we've been bad or mediocre for the past few years, but Bill being gone really slammed it shut completely. So I felt like this is a good way to
close it out.
Yeah.
Nice.
So do you want to tell that story of meeting McCourty?
Yes, I do, because I was bullied into meeting him. But he came. I was at work at Angels, and I mean, like like Sharon's maybe like 2 minutes from Gillette. Like, there's like an Andre Tibbett like lives in Sharon, like he always has, and he still lives there. I see him all the time. But like, I don't know. I've never seen like a current player. Mm-hmm. And so he came in, and I didn't even like really notice when he first came in at all. Like he came in, he ordered, did his thing, and then I always ask what the name for the order is, and he said Devin, and I like kind of like did a double take. I was like, wait a minute, no what? And I just started staring at him for like like the whole time, and I texted you, and I was like, I am like 85% sure Devin McCourty is in here right now, and you didn't believe me. And you had said, go get a picture with him. And I was like, absolutely not. I cannot do that.
And I remember this exact instance because I got that text from you. I was like, holy shit. So I went to the bathroom to like hide and like really.
Because I took a picture from afar, right? And sent it to you.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I was like, I'm pretty sure that's him.
Yep. And I was like, oh my God. So I went to the bathroom and I was texting you like crazy. You got to get over there. You got to do it.
I was so close to not doing it. And first of all, I also made his waffle. Like he ordered a waffle. I made the waffle. I made it for him. But I was like, I can't. Like, it was so embarrassing. And I can't just be like, can I take a picture with you?
Probably got so red and embarrassed.
My hand was shaking because I was so embarrassed. And so I did, because you were like, you have to tell. Like, you just be like, my boyfriend's a huge fan. Like, you have to do it. I was like, I can't. And I did.
And it's so cool because
I took a selfie with him.
Yeah, and it's awesome. He's a Patriots legend. And, like, if it was someone like, say, Mac Jones, I wouldn't make you do it, but.
I know. But and then afterwards, my boss was like, why are you harassing this customer? And I was like...
And he didn't know who he was, right?
No, I think he did, because I was like, he's a Patriots player. He's like, yeah.
Oh, and like no big deal.
And I like did like the little like threw up a peace sign because I just did not know what to do. And then all my coworkers made fun of me for like months after. And every time they saw me, they'd be like...
yeah, because you did pose like that.
Oh, it was so embarrassing.
Still worth it.
I mean, yeah, it is now, but I literally wanted to like curl into a ball and die. I saw one other girl do it first, which made me feel better. I was like I saw a random person go up to him and like take a selfie with him. So I was like, okay.
He was with his wife, girlfriend, whoever it is, right?
Yes.
Significant other, yeah.
Yes. Yeah. And so this other woman like went up to him, and I was like, okay, I can do it.
Yeah.
And then
especially a worker, and you made his damn food, so.
I know, but it was very embarrassing.
Yeah. Awesome. Bad. Not directly related anything to actually playing the games or anything, but I thought it was cool.
But we're best friends now, so.
Yeah, exactly right. The next one I had in the list, and then I brought it back to honorary mentions. And you think this one is cool. I said when we had the 1 seed, Mac's rookie year. And it also just making the playoffs in general, even though we kind of slid towards the end and we had that disaster against the Bills. But it was like, so we had that year with Cam, And then we're like, we have this rookie quarterback, and we're the freaking 1 seed right now. We're like 9-3, and we're all like, the dynasty's back. We're back in action. Little did we know it was going to go to hell pretty fast. But for the time being, it was great. The future was looking bright. Do you remember that?
Yeah, that's very sad.
Yeah, and
Well,
Mac was on fire. Everybody loved him.
Yeah, we were like bad at first, and then he like started to something happened, and he was like doing well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's sad.
Yeah,
it makes me sad.
Like I said, I had it on the list because it was just that feeling of, oh my God, we can maybe match Brady. We're the 1 seed right now. We can throw a Super Bowl back in his face in the near future.
Sad. That was the year that we went against Brady too, right? Remember that game?
Yes. Nah, was it his rookie year?
I don't remember.
No. Wait, it was?
The year after?
It was his rookie?
Yeah, but we didn't win against them.
I know,
Right.
but
No, I know
I
we
just remember
lost.
that game.
We had the field goal to... We were down by 2. We had the field goal.
I'm pretty sure it was 1. It was like 7.
I think it was 1 point.
Oh, was it 1
We
point?
just kept going back and forth,
I think.
only hitting like
Okay.
field goals. Do you remember we watched it?
Yeah, we were at Jake and
Jake
Joe's.
and Joe's.
Yeah.
Oh, it was so fun. It was just a fun game. I was pissed though, really mad. But it was a fun game to watch.
And that was to go like 2-4. We started out slow too, and then we had that mid-season win streak. Went off.
Yeah.
And it was just awesome. And it felt like Patriots football was back, like it never left. But
Unfortunately.
yeah. So I put that as an honorable mention. Number 6, I have 16-0, which again, of course, ended horribly. And I believe this is 2008, or 7. So I was about to turn 10 years old when this happened. And I remember they made songs about it, like "Low" by Flo Rida. It was like 18-0, 1 more to go, Super Bowl, whoa, whoa. Just like Low.
Oh.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember wanting to get like 16-0, like cut into my head, and when I was getting a haircut, and just like the best team maybe of all time. And it's sad that they fell short, but
It's tragic.
yeah, man, 16-0, probably never see it again in our lifetimes. Moss broke the receiving record that year for most touchdown catches. Brady broke the record for most touchdown passes. The connection was just insane. Team was ridiculous. On offense and defense, they still had a lot of players from the 3 championship teams. Genuinely one of the best teams of all time, if not the best team.
The only thing I remember about this period of time when I was little is my aunt would have like Super Bowl parties. And if the Patriots were in the Super Bowl, we didn't have to go to school the next day. My mom would let us
just
stay
if
home.
they were in it, really?
Yeah, because we would stay late to watch the whole game, and then we
okay.
wouldn't have to go to school the next day. So all I know
So
is
pretty much every year.
Yeah, so all I know is I didn't have to go to school the next day after this, no matter what. But other than that, I have zero memory of anything about this.
And it was just so cool in those times, just thinking like if, it's a guarantee to make the AFC Championship. There was a couple years like we lost to the Ravens in the divisional. They're always a pain in the ass. Ravens drove the Patriots nuts. But we just, like the Chiefs are now, like it's AFC Championship is the bare minimum. And it was just every single year after year, just like that. But, yeah, I have 16-0, number 6. Anything else to add?
No.
Okay. Number 5, interesting one. Jaguars AFC Championship game. And this is for a specific reason, because this is when I taught you how football works.
Yes,
If
I
you
remember
remember.
this.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we were actually...
I remember vividly.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And I don't really like explaining things to you because I get frustrated quickly. I don't like to repeat myself, but for whatever reason...
Well, this
maybe
was
it's
like
'cause we just
very
started
early
dating.
on also.
Yeah, and I was trying to be nice to you.
We'd only been dating for like a month. But
Right.
this was the second football game I ever watched.
The first one was my number 1.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is the second one.
So I remember being in 213. We were laying on the bed, and I was, explaining it to you. And we were actually down by, I believe, 10 in the fourth quarter in this game. And I was just so confident that we were going to win. And I can't even explain it. Like, it just, everything felt so perfect. I was like showing you what Patriots football is and what it means. In the back of my head, I was like, they're just not losing this game. Everything's coming together so perfectly. You're going to see how great everything is.
Mm-hmm. And it worked.
Mm-hmm.
My hands got sweaty. I remember I was getting nervous. Once I
Right,
figured out how
yeah.
it worked, then I was like, oh, I get it now. And I
Uh-huh.
understood.
And that game was actually kind of bullshit because there was a fumble. I forget who it was. It might have been Dion Lewis. That got overturned. Miles Jack forced it. And then after that bad call that was in our favor, they never turned back. And the game after this, do you know what it was?
It was Eagles-Vikings, and you wanted...
Vikings, no. Where are you getting the Vikings from?
Yes.
I don't know what the hell you're getting the Vikings from.
Not the game we played, but
Well,
the
that's
other.
what I was. Okay, yes.
The other game was the Eagles Vikings, and I was like,
Yeah,
"What
they
do you
whooped their
want
ass.
to win?"
Yeah.
And you said, "I want the Eagles to win because we have a better chance of beating them."
Is that what I said? Really?
Yes.
You remember me saying, Jesus,
And then,
wow.
and then we lost to the Eagles.
Well, because Nick Foles was the quarterback at the time. But yeah. So this is another one that ended poorly in the end, because we walked home in the rain and had my head down the whole time.
Yeah, I didn't
not
really
talking
know what to do
at all.
I don't remember the details about it at all.
Yeah.
No details.
About the game itself?
Yeah, no, none.
Well, Brady threw for a playoff record,
Yeah, I
505
did
yards.
not know this at all.
Malcolm Butler got benched
about
for the
him.
game. It was a shootout. Nick Foles, the Philly special, all that bullshit.
Yeah, I don't remember any of this.
But yeah,
I just remember you being very sad and
devastated.
not speaking for an hour, and I didn't know what to do.
Devastated. But yeah, the reason I have that there is because, like I said, it's kind of
It's a good one.
where I felt like you caught on with football. 4, as a game, I want to put this higher, but I can't just because the other ones are so great beyond just the game, as I'll explain. But the AFC Championship in KC, because this was kind of the birth of my hatred of the Chiefs.
What year is this?
This was 2018, going into 19.
Oh, it was the Super
Yes.
Bowl before the Super Bowl.
Right.
The real Super Bowl.
So
yeah.
they went on to play the Rams at Super Bowl, and it was a weird game. I'll talk about that when we get there. I have that at number 2.
Wow.
I'll explain why.
Okay.
This game was awesome because Mahomes is already getting hyped as the next coming.
Better than Brady, yeah.
I believe he won MVP that year. Not 100% sure. But, yeah, we went into his house, and that was the game Brady got the laser pointer in his eye, which no one talks about ever anymore. Or even when it happened, like, it's just, like, got swept under the rug completely.
I think it's crazy.
Right, isn't it? You probably don't even know about it.
No, I don't
A
know.
fan in the stands was, like, shooting a laser pointer in Brady's eyes during the game. Yeah.
No way.
Like the thing was like that big.
Yeah.
That's like really bad.
No, I know. And it's just, like, not
They like
talked
teach
about.
you that like that could make people blind. I don't know if that's true, but I remember in elementary school they tell you like
It's
don't put
definitely not
laser
good for your
pointers in
eyes.
people's eyes; they'll go blind.
Yeah, well, it's definitely not good for them. But yeah, that's the game. D Ford was offsides.
I don't
Brady
remember the details of this
converted
at
like
all
3
either.
straight 3rd and 10s on that tying drive. And then Mahomes got the ball back down 3 with like very little time left to get the field goal to tie. And then, of course, Brady drove right down the field in overtime to win. Burkhead got the winning touchdown. There's the iconic scene of Brady with his like black head thing on, jumping in the air,
yes,
getting
yes.
caught. Yeah, and that was more exciting than the Super Bowl.
It was. I don't
And,
really remember the details of that though either. So,
And I was actually watching this game alone on my couch, like in my apartment in Roxbury. You weren't with me. It was just me. I remember watching the Rams game
so
beforehand.
did I not watch it? I feel like I remember watching it though. Are you sure?
I don't know. I wasn't with you. I was alone. So I'm not sure.
I don't know who else I would have watched it with.
But awesome game. Number 3, Malcolm Butler. People are going to be like, how the hell don't you have the second? As a game, obviously.
Wait. What? What game?
Malcolm Butler.
Isn't that a person?
Oh, my gosh. The interception at the goal line, silly.
Oh.
You know that
The
play.
Seahawks?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Okay,
So-
well, I don't know. I didn't know that's what it was called. I would have thought the Seahawks Super Bowl, and then
It's the Malcolm Butler game.
got it. Okay.
So this one was another game we were down by 10 in the 4th to one of the greatest defenses ever. And came all the way back, and then the Seahawks down by 4 threw an insane pass to Curse down the sideline. Butler tipped it. It like fell in his lap. Then he ran a couple yards towards the goal line. And then Hightower made a crazy tackle on Lynch on 1st down. Then they threw it on 2nd down. Butler picks it. And I remember being the first one to notice in the living room. We had, like 10, 15 people in there, a lot of my friends. And I was like the first one to like notice that he
That they were
intercepted it.
throwing
I
it?
turned around, screamed, he picked it. Everyone was just kind of like stationary. And then they're like, oh my God. And then we freaked out, went out, jumped in the snow. It's just
I remember you
unbelievable.
talking about that.
And I can't believe you didn't watch that game.
I didn't even go to my aunt's Super Bowl party that year, actually.
Damn, man.
Did not.
Just so iconic.
I think I was
Everyone knows
hanging out with
nothing about the
friends
play.
that like we were purposely like at this point in my life I was like boo sports, like anti
Right.
sports.
I mean,
so
even
me and my
during
friends were
Falcons
just like
one,
hanging
you
out.
probably were too.
What?
During the Falcons one, you probably wore too.
No,
You
I
were in
was
sports school.
more open to learning, but I was not taught very well. So there was nothing I could do about that.
Okay.
And I remember I looked and I saw like when we get to it, I'll say what I saw.
Okay. And everyone knows Malcolm Butler. Well, not everybody. You don't. Undrafted free agent.
I did not know that.
I don't remember him playing in the other playoff games. He must have gotten some snaps, but like, even still, he was brand freaking new, thrown into the Super Bowl. He was great the whole game. Made some awesome plays. Was so physical, dynamic, and then made the greatest play in Super Bowl history. Another iconic Brady moment: him screaming on the sideline like a little girl. And he's saying like, "Malcolm, are you kidding me?"
Yeah.
So cool.
Yes, I know that one.
So cool.
I know that one.
2, I have the Rams Super Bowl. I kind of want to switch them, but I have this too because, and I wanted to throw some of the pictures and videos in there, but the riot was just all time great stuff. The game was like whatever. I mean, going into the game, the Rams had like one of the best offenses in the league. We were expecting a shootout, and like possession after possession, there's just no scores. And in all the previous Patriots Super Bowls, there was a lot of scoring, so it was just a very different feeling.
There was one
about a
point where
game.
we were like winning in like the third quarter with just like 3 points, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
that was
3-0 for a while,
for a really
7-3.
long time.
Yeah. Or 6-3. The final score is 13-3. There was like intensity, adversity in it, but it felt different because again, all the other Super Bowls were just like insane.
It like kind of felt like surreal. Like what's?
Yeah.
I mean, I got not that I really watched any other Super Bowls, but like it was just I don't know. It didn't really feel real.
Right. But the riot was just freaking
Fun.
insane. I remember walking towards the Common or whatever.
Because we were
And
at school, so we were in
Right.
Boston. That's
Yes,
why
I should have said that. But I saw on the side of a building like a beer can. I grabbed it and spiked it as hard as I could.
Yeah,
I
I
heard a
remember
police officer yell at me,
I do remember
and
that.
he called me over, and he was like, "Are you happy we won?" I said, "Fuck yeah." And he was like, "Well, act responsibly, please. Like,
Don't let
enjoy
it.
this. Yeah. Don't ruin it." It's like,
I remember
yeah,
that.
You're right.
That was funny.
Yeah, and then we got tear gas, but
We
not
didn't
actually
get
tear
tear
gassed.
gassed.
Yeah.
Our friends was spreading rumors.
I wish we could show that damn video. It's so funny. But yeah, the riot was just insane. People climbing the light posts and punching them out. People climbing trees and jumping off. Awesome. Just
to be clear,
awesome.
Mom, we were not hitting light posts or climbing trees.
Yeah,
were
we
just
weren't doing
watching
any of
people
that
doing it, and we were not actually tear gassed.
I did
We did not get tear gassed.
pee in a crowd.
Yes.
That was probably the worst thing that happened. Yeah.
But we were all blocking you so that you could.
No, I know.
There was no. I mean, the alternative would have been to pee your pants.
Yeah, it was
There
so.
no
I had to pee
bathroom
never had to
nearby.
pee that bad in my life. Probably an exaggeration, but
There was no bathroom.
it's just
nearby.
people everywhere, and it was crazy. Yeah, what a time. What a time.
Yes.
Anything to add on that one before I get to number one?
No, that one was fun though.
Okay.
I had a good time with that.
Number one, obviously, 28-3. I don't know who wouldn't have this number one. It speaks for itself.
It's pretty crazy.
Greatest
that was the
comeback
first
ever.
first football game that I like sat down and watched
Mhm.
ever. Like it had never. I didn't know how football worked. I had no idea. I sat down and watched it. That was the first game I watched.
Good first one to watch.
I know. And I remember when I was watching it, I was like just like scrolling. Like I didn't really know what was going on.
Yeah.
But I remember seeing, like those Uber facts that account with like do you remember that Uber
Yeah.
facts?
What it said, they have like a 0.3 chance to win or something like that.
Something. It was like it literally just one of the Uber facts was like the Patriots have a 0.1% chance of winning the Super Bowl. And I remember I was like, guys, like they only have like a 0.1% chance of winning, and everyone was like pissed. I think I won $5 too in one of the squares.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And that was it. That's all I know about that. But then I like look back at it. I'm like, now that I know, I'm like, wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. And I'll go back and watch it every now and then. I used to watch it religiously, the whole comeback. I went and watched it with my parents probably a couple weeks ago. It never gets old.
That's also where I fell in love with Edelman because I remember I had no idea what was going on, but I knew he was good. It's like that guy is good.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember like obviously the hype's always about Tom Brady, and I'm like, but he was the winner, and I was like, he
Well,
should have gotten the MVP. And I
James
was like,
White. James White had a big case for MVP that game. James White was sensational.
I didn't know who he was yet, but
That's my favorite player, low-key.
I know, I remember.
That game speaks for itself. Really not much I have to say about it. But I was a freshman in college, so that means you were a senior in high school.
was a senior in high school.
And I was so goddamn mad. Everyone hated me in the room. Like, they were trying to keep some level of faith. And, like, going into halftime, I was...
Or, like, just trying to have fun.
Yeah. I was miserable in the kitchen. I was, like, taking shots of vodka. I was just mad. And, you know, when the second half started, it got worse because they scored again. Because I believe it was 21-3 at halftime. And they got a touchdown. And I, just, peeking around the corner, and they see the Patriots score. Missed the extra point. I wish I remembered everything in order, but I don't. Mm-hmm. I've always made that a goal to try to remember the whole comeback. But point being, when they started chipping a little bit more and more, I would start to get closer
Slowly
out of the kitchen towards the couch. And I ended up being the craziest one there. When they won, I threw my shirt off the balcony, hugging everybody, and then we went off and rioted again. Just awesome.
That one was probably better than the other one.
The ride itself, I mean, we just kind of like walked around and saw the atmosphere. We didn't really get into the thick of it like that one.
I see.
So that was the best ride by far. The Red Sox ride was awesome too.
With the circles.
Yeah, that was so cool. But yeah, the game is just too damn good. So that's my list.
Fun.
Yeah.
I like it.
That was a good segment, wasn't it?
I liked it.
I just thought of it on the treadmill on the fly. So.
Well, good thoughts always come while running, I think. Or in the shower.
That's the truth. That's the truth. All right.
Pavel, it's your time to shine.
With that
right here
said,
it's
hurting my ears.
Are you nervous?
So, he's sweaty nervous. So you can just throw the headphones on.
And then just talk into the mic. You'll be able to hear
and you got to make sure you're kind of close to it so it doesn't capture our sound.
Hello.
What's that?
No, I can hear myself.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? Yeah. You get used to it.
Yeah, it's okay. Hi,
so, hello.
Hey, what's up?
How you doing?
Pretty good.
Good.
Chilling.
I would like to introduce you guys to my friend Pavel.
Hi.
I don't know if we could call him our friend. He's an acquaintance.
Oh, damn.
That's crazy.
I'm kidding, Pavel.
So, to introduce you, we met in high school. We probably crossed paths multiple times before meeting each other on track. But I feel like that's where I really learned who you are.
Yeah.
And we weren't even close.
No, not really. Not until like college.
Right. And when the group chat was first formed with everybody else, you weren't in there.
No, because I enjoyed.
Yes, exactly. Don't you still have it?
No.
You have two phones.
No, not anymore.
Oh, really?
Yeah. The other one died like a long time ago.
Oh, at Royale that night?
No. That was my other iPhone. I got this one, but
okay.
Yeah.
Wait, you had an Android?
Huh?
You had an Android?
I had an Android, like in high school, yeah.
I could see you as an Android user.
That was my first smartphone. Was an Android.
Really?
Yeah, LG Vortex. That was my first phone.
I mean, I guess my first phone wasn't an iPhone either, but.
Well, I mean, everyone had like a flip phone or something, but like.
I didn't. I had a My Touch. It was also an Android actually. It's called like a My Touch or something.
Really?
My first phone. Yeah. It was
You never had a flip phone?
The one.
No, it was
is
a
it the one that
smartphone.
like opens up?
Yeah, it slides up.
I had one of those too.
You had the
Yeah,
sliding
it's
ones.
My Touch.
I had the one that flipped both ways. You could flip it like that and side. It's
Whoa.
called the Alias. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, so we're not going to talk about phones today. We have a lot to discuss. Pavel's a big Patriots fan, big football fan.
Yep. I guess.
You guess?
Yeah.
Not anymore.
I mean, dreadful season, which is where we're going to start. We were just talking about the Patriots, so I figured the first questions I'll ask you are about the Patriots. And as a heads up, she's got all the random stuff.
I have some hot questions to ask.
Yeah, she's going to drill you.
No.
So
Okay.
mine is more
You
casual
should be
talk.
scared.
So I just talked about all the awesome stuff. Unfortunately, we got to get down in the dumps here and talk about this past season. So a lot of things are going on right now. Belichick obviously left and can't find a job, which is interesting.
Kind of crazy. Makes sense though.
It does.
He's retiring, or if like he's gonna retire in a couple of years,
Right.
and he wants to like bring in his entire like organization, take out all your guys, like
Right. The kids, the
stuff to say. Yeah.
Yeah,
The kids.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to get there yet, but yeah, Bill leaving, Gerard, how we feel about him. Who do we draft?
Mayo?
We have what?
Gerard, is that who
Gerard Mayo,
is?
yes.
Oh,
Yes. Who do we want to draft? It's an interesting one with the third pick. And to finish off, expectations for next year.
Okay.
So we're going to start with Bill leaving. Do you feel... I think this is just a rhetorical question because we all kind of know it was time.
Yeah.
But do you feel like it was time for him to go?
I mean, I don't know. I would have been fine with just like letting him ride it out because I feel like he could have turned it around, especially if he got like a good quarterback and he got like some weapons.
I can't believe you're saying that, but
Yeah, like like he definitely could have turned it around. I mean, we have like a good cap situation. It's kind of sad to see him going out on a season like that, especially.
yeah, with a loss to the Jets.
Yeah, that it's so tough. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. At some point, it's gonna happen.
So, would you like to keep him as a coach then and relieve him of his GM duties? Because everything that he's done recently as a GM is kind of inexcusable.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what I don't know how much he actually because people say he had other people that were helping him out with drafts, stuff like that. So I mean, whatever.
And people
I wouldn't care. That's up to Kraft. You know what I mean? He has all the information for that.
Right. I was gonna say I heard rumors that said Kraft did have final say in a lot of the draft
Yeah,
picks.
Mac specifically.
Right.
That he was.
Right.
So I don't know.
But I mean, even still, I forget the stat exactly, but it was within the last 8 drafts, they've drafted 2 Pro Bowlers.
Yeah.
One was a punter.
Yeah.
Who I don't know why I can't think of his name.
Barringer.
Who?
No,
not
current punter got
before
I think
Allen. Was his last name Allen?
Might
have been
I know
Ryan
who you're
Allen.
talking about though. No, was it Riley something?
Maybe that sounds familiar too.
Riley or something.
I can't think of his name.
Yeah, I can't
But-
remember either. I know. Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, it was a punter and a returner. So
Nice.
the draft is just
Yeah. I mean, we've
Belichick's
had good
tough.
players though. It's not like we've had Duggar. We've had
defense.
Yeah, defense. Yeah, literally all defense. 'Cause
I mean, Barmore was a good one.
yeah.
Gonzalez, even just last year, a
I
good
guess
one.
offense maybe on Wenu was all right.
Right. But you can't really think of them anymore.
Yeah. Pop.
Yeah, we'll see.
I guess.
We'll see how Douglas does. Yeah.
You see, Keyshawn Butte.
Yeah, with all the betting stuff.
Yeah.
So I saw
Lost
he.
$80,000.
Wait, I thought I saw that he won money.
No. So originally he put in $100,000 and then he cashed out $50,000. So he
Oh,
lost
Jesus Christ.
It was $130,000 and then he cashed out 50.
And I saw that he made over 8,000 bets.
Yeah, 8,000 bets.
And I thought I had
Who
a
is
problem.
this?
It's a rookie wide receiver for the Patriots. The one in the first. You probably don't remember the specifics of the game, but when we played the Eagles the first game. Yes, we almost won, and Mac was driving to win the game, and he threw a pass deep into the red zone, and it was a perfect throw, and Booty got 1 foot down, didn't get the second one down. If he made that catch, we could have won.
Yes.
Maybe if you start out 1-0, the season kind of looks different. Who knows?
I don't know. Yeah. It all just fell apart so bad.
Yeah.
4 games in, it was just chaos.
Right, but some of those games are winnable. I remember the Dolphins one that I was at. That was winnable too.
Yeah.
When I forget who
Stupid
pitched
first
it.
down.
Yes,
I was
exactly.
so
The whole
mad about
freaking
that.
stadium was like, that was a freaking
It
first
was
down.
a first down, and
Yeah.
that was insane that they
The
said
pitch
otherwise.
play, do you remember that?
Insane
Yeah.
that they said otherwise. I couldn't believe it.
God.
Even last year too.
That was
Or,
infuriating.
Yeah, not the year that just happened, but the year before that.
What about
There
it?
were so many games that were just winnable.
Oh, yeah.
So close.
Yeah, and that season, we were 8-9 that year.
Yeah.
So if a few things
Super
went
close.
the other way last year,
Vikings game. Bengals
yeah,
game.
yeah.
That was
The
toughest.
Vikings was the worst one.
The Bengals one was the worst because we were there.
Yeah, we were there,
I think
right?
That one's the worst.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Just
There's
the
a-
atmosphere in the stadium was it was so crazy.
When they
leading
started
into
to
this
come back,
comeback,
yeah.
and
Yeah.
Fumbles, it was just oh yeah.
Yeah,
of course.
yeah,
Of
yeah.
course.
It was only the real one still there
Yeah.
because everyone else was too cold.
It was cold.
It was freezing.
It was.
It was
Yeah.
very
At some
cold.
point, I just lost feeling and I didn't
Right.
care.
He was like, whatever. Yeah. Yeah.
It was fun. I'd do that again though.
Oh, me too. No
That
doubt.
was awesome.
Doesn't it feel like that was longer ago than
Yeah.
last
last
season? I
year,
mean,
yeah.
technically it's 2 seasons ago now, but it feels like so long ago. So yeah, Belichick's gone, so it kind of sounds like you've come to accept. So that brings me to our new coach.
Gerard.
Yeah.
How do you feel about him?
Hellman's.
My first instinct
Hens.
was I don't think it's different enough. I want
Mm-hmm.
a total shake up. Like I said, we really slammed the door shut on the dynasty. It's over.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Mayo's just kind of an extension to that. And I kind of thought it's the Patriots trying to hold on to that older aura that they had when I just wanted a complete fresh start. But then I was like, the players love him for what I heard. He's very smart. He was a captain his rookie year, I believe. Good player.
Yeah.
And I remember seeing that a lot of the players on the team said, when he was a young player, he's going to be a head coach one day.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of other linebackers in the league that are great coaches. Ryan's on Houston, Vrabel,
yeah,
obviously,
I was gonna say that.
Antonio Pierce
Yeah.
with the Raiders, who looked
Where did he
yeah,
play?
yeah.
huh?
Mayo. Where did he play?
Here.
Patriots.
Patriots.
Yeah,
He did?
yeah.
I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
yeah. No, he's a Patriot for life. He won 1 Super Bowl with us. He was on Seattle one. I thought he would have won more.
Mm-hmm.
He had a short career. But I watched his press conference. Some things, he just seemed uncomfortable a little bit.
Uh-huh.
Like, I got the vibe that he wanted to completely do his own thing, which we're kind of seeing a little bit now.
Yeah.
But he was kind of restrictive with what he wanted to say. But what's your take before I go further?
I mean, like, I can't say anything until we see like a
of
couple
course.
games. It does. You definitely, like when they originally announced it, it definitely seemed like it was just gonna be like Gerard Mayo, but then like it was just an extension of like all the olds. Like McDaniels would probably come back, like the Belichick boys, whatever. But it seems like he doesn't want that, and he's just bringing in like brand new guys, like trying to make something new. So I'm excited. We'll see. It depends on.
We'll see.
I think OC is like the most important thing.
I would say so too, and we don't have one yet.
Yeah, especially this year. I think we had like a couple interviews, but some of them got turned down. So I don't know.
I mean, not really a good OC job if you're looking at it on its face.
Yeah. Well, you got cap space at least, you know.
Right,
and you got some draft capital.
Yeah, you have the third pick, so
you get a quarterback you can work around.
Right. So that's my next one. I had something else to say on Mayo, but I think I forget. So we'll just move on to the draft.
Okay.
So we have the third overall pick.
Yep.
A lot of things we can do with it. You know, people are saying, do you draft Harrison? Do you draft a quarterback? Do you trade back? Where do you stand on what to do with that pick?
I think we need a quarterback. We need a quarterback bad. Unless we can sign somebody. I wouldn't mind drafting Harrison, because that would be pretty crazy. But yeah, we need a quarterback.
Yeah. I mean, if you get Harrison, who's going to be throwing to him? Like, I just can't do another season of Zappy Mac.
You'd have to like sign someone.
Right.
Kirk, maybe.
Right. Who's coming off an Achilles and
yeah. How old is he?
35?
Yeah.
So he's
Cousins?
towards him. Yeah.
Oh, I don't want him.
Why?
I don't like him.
Really?
He's super Christian.
Yeah.
I don't like him.
Very religious guy.
Yeah, he seems like a likable dude. What's
CJ
that?
Stroud. He's also super
Yeah,
religious,
he is.
so maybe
I don't
there's
mind
something in
him.
that.
Who?
Kirk.
CJ Stroud, but
Well, we're not going to get him.
I know, but I don't like Kirk Cousins.
Really? Why?
He looks like that the emoji with the teeth.
Oh, like that?
Yeah, I don't like that one.
I remember you said that. I was like, yeah, he
He
does in
looks
his
just
picture.
I don't know.
So you say quarterback. Which quarterback do we want?
Who do you want?
I want May.
May, yeah.
Even
He'd be like a fun prospect, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Even if he doesn't end up being good, like you'll know he'll have like some crazy like chuck it games.
Yeah.
Like Will Levis, I guess.
Yeah, that's a good comp. Yeah. I honestly really feel like if all three were available, Williams, May, Daniels, I would take May. I just have a feeling.
Oh, out of all of them?
I just have a feeling. Yeah. I think he's going to be the best one. Remember that I said this?
I will, yeah.
I haven't watched a lot of his games.
Yeah, that's the thing. I haven't watched like any college tape, so I'm not.
Yeah.
He's North Carolina, right?
Just
Yeah.
some highlights. That's about it.
Good job.
Thank you.
So UNC and Pitt are in the same conference, so I saw them play once, and he fucking lit them up. And they actually had a pretty solid defense this year, and I was pretty impressed with his performance.
Caleb?
No,
Oh,
Drake May.
May,
Yeah. Big. He can move a little bit. I saw some people compare him to Josh Allen, but he's not that athletic.
Yeah,
He's not quite on that level.
I think he's similar size, right?
He is,
might
yeah.
be a little bit smaller.
Yeah, well, probably like an inch. He's like 6'4".
Yeah.
Pretty good build. Got a cannon for an arm.
Yeah.
I just have a feeling he's going to be the best.
Could be, yeah, definitely. I mean, he's got the build for it.
Yeah. So you want him or Daniels? Where are you at?
Whoever's there.
Yeah, fair.
It's up
fair.
to Washington, low key. Who do they want? And then we just take the other one.
Right.
But one of those two. That's what I'm hoping for. You know, I don't want to see Penix. I don't want to see Bo Nix.
Yep.
I don't want to see. I forget who else.
That's really the big names.
Yeah.
I can't think of another.
Michigan guy.
Oh, McCarthy. Yeah. I don't know.
He's later, I think.
Yeah, I'm not even seeing him as a first rounder.
Yeah.
So you're right. Whoever does fall to us.
Yeah.
And Mayo's been flirting with the, his words have been hinting towards that they're going to draft a quarterback. So,
Yeah. I think he like straight up said like we need like
the most
we need
important
positions.
position.
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you point out like quarterback as one.
Right.
So yeah.
Yeah. That's what I expect as well. And of course, it's the biggest need. And we have so many damn needs. And the argument against drafting a quarterback is you're just setting him up to fail because there's just not anything to work with. Which I do not believe Mac is good, but that was his situation. His development that he had going for him just
he got screwed over 100%. Yeah.
big time. And I'm willing to admit that. even though he's just not a special talent.
I agree. But like, yeah, I don't know. He was good. Like his first year, he was good. The second year, like there was like some, I guess, like flashes, but then that's when we kind of started, screwing him over a little bit. And then this year was just
disaster.
how do you not at least take D-Hop? You know what I mean?
No, I know.
Like what was it, 18 million?
Something like that. Yeah, I don't know what their reasoning was, because they took him in for a meeting and showed him the facilities.
Everything. Yeah, he was down. I'm pretty sure.
It sounded like it.
Yeah, he just wanted some more money.
Yeah, and he wanted
not even that much, like in comparison to like Juju. You know what I mean?
Right. And didn't he say Hopkins say he wanted to win up on the Titans? Too funny.
They're in the same boat as us, I guess.
Yeah, Titans for the most part. I mean, is Will Levis the guy? I don't know. We're not going to talk about Joel Osteen.
Incite something. Make him angry.
He's too damn scared to come on here. We probably won't see him. I'd love to do a Titan segment with him, but he won't. Last thing about the Pats, it's kind of unclear where we stand for next year because there's so many more moving parts that are going to happen. We don't even have a GM right now. But
I just want to win some games.
That's how I feel too.
Not like
any.
Yeah, like any games. Yeah. Not like
So-
beat the Jets once with Zach Wilson. It wasn't like a good game, you know.
But I mean, we beat the Bills this past year.
That is kind of crazy.
That should have been a telltale sign that they're just not going to beat the Chiefs. They lost to the Patriots, right?
I was rooting for them, but like,
we just
the
knew.
Bills was just. I'm surprised they even won the first. Well, no, actually, who did they play the first round?
Buffalo. They played
It wasn't a good team.
Steelers.
Oh yeah.
Steelers hung around a little bit, but So expectations for next year. So I've been saying I think there's the potential there to be in the playoff hunt. I think we can win 8-9 games and be in the bubble.
I hope so.
Because you look at the Cleveland Browns, for instance, they had disaster quarterback play. 4 different players come in there, and they had the best defense in the league, which I think we can have next year.
Oh yeah, definitely, yeah.
Right?
Loki had a really good one this year, one of the best. I
right.
mean, if they didn't have to play from the 30, from our 30 every single time they got the offense got the ball, could have been some.
Yep.
But we were literally turning it over. In
I know.
Our own territory.
And statistically, they were still good.
Yeah,
next year they should be top of the top good.
Yeah.
Just don't have the worst offense in the league.
Gonzo back. We get Judon back.
Exactly.
It's huge.
Mm-hmm. Your buddy
I love
Judon. Yeah.
My boy.
Peppers.
Yep. Pepper's a beast.
I'm pretty sure we have him still for. At least
I think so.
Year.
Yeah. I hope he's a freaking psycho.
So, yeah. Sign him back. Yeah.
No, I know.
You gotta.
Yeah. So I'm gonna there's way too early predictions. I'm gonna say 9-8. I'm gonna be optimistic.
Okay. I was gonna say 8-9.
8-9.
Around there. Yeah. Somewhere mid. I guess a mid-level team.
Yeah. That's where I'm at too. What do you think?
I don't know.
Think they're gonna suck?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. I mean, you can only go up from here.
That's what I mean. I feel like the expectations are low, so they'll do better than what everyone thinks they'll do. So
I like that because expectations were relatively low this year, but
yeah, no,
not that bad.
Oh man.
And look at that, we're at 48 minutes. I said it was going to be a short
I know,
one,
I told you.
I have one more topic about football.
Okay.
Obviously, huge weekend.
Yeah.
I'm going to start with the NFC Championship because I feel like the AFC is way more interesting. We have a lot more riding on that, which we'll explain.
Yeah.
So who do you think wins NFC?
Yes. Okay. I know you have the bet. So for your sake, I hope the 49ers win.
Yes, thank you.
It would be dope to see, your start of the year prediction come true.
Yes.
But I mean, it's Detroit. Detroit has some magic, you know what I mean?
Of course.
Jared Goff.
Yep.
Coming, beating the Rams. Who, discarded them. I mean, beat the Bucks, whatever.
Yeah. They're a scrappy team.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Then 49ers, that would be.
it would be insane.
And then to a Super Bowl, Lions at a Super Bowl, that city's gonna burn
Unheard
down.
of. Oh, I know. I know you're rooting for them, but do you think they're going to win? You think the Lions are going to beat them?
Maybe. I don't know. I gotta see how. I feel like the Lions' offense does kind of struggle against really good defenses from this year, but I don't know. I mean, it's. I feel like it's a 50-50 game.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And the line's at 7.5 right now. San Fran's favored by a touchdown.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
which I think is absurd.
Yeah.
That's disrespectful.
Probably do 4.5. Maybe.
I agree with that. Yeah,
3.5.
So they're probably looking at that line like we're getting disrespected. No one thinks we have a shot. So.
Yeah, right. Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah.
You don't want to give a Dan Campbell team a chip on their shoulder.
Yeah, it's a great team.
Right, I know. And the weather's an important thing too because last game Purdy, I'm pretty sure he said straight up like he doesn't like playing in rain. He had a glove on at first and then he took it off. He was just very uncomfortable. And he doesn't like the rain.
That.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
remember.
That's the one thing too is like they can't play from behind.
Right.
Like he always struggles hard. So I mean, if the Lions are just on fire offensively,
Yeah.
could just outpace them.
Right. If you go down in a hole like 10, 14-0, then
Be very tough for him to come back.
yeah, yeah. So your official pick is the Lions?
Yeah, I'll go with the Lions.
Okay. I'm going to ride with the 49ers there.
Yeah, yeah.
Beyond just because my bet, I do think they're going to find a way to pull it out.
I think they're the better team, but I feel like the Lions can win. I think there's something there. You know?
I think they definitely can too, yeah. Okay. All right. AFC. Of course, everybody knows about my bet, but do you want to share yours too?
Yeah, so
I don't
middle of
think
the
you know.
year, I think, I put $50 on the Ravens to win the Super Bowl when they're like 6 and whatever, 2 or something.
Yeah.
And then I put another $50 down.
Double down.
A little bit later again on the Ravens because they look so good. And yeah, I mean they still look so good.
Yes.
So,
Wow, you both want the Ravens.
yeah.
And I'll shoot it to you after, but I do think they're going to win this game. I think they're the better team. I think that.
better.
Home too.
What's that?
They're at home, right?
They're at home.
Yeah.
Yes. What
They
you gonna say?
better.
They better.
They better.
Oh, I know.
They
They figured
better
it
win.
out. I know.
I don't want.
But KC's offense looked pretty good last week, and that's kind of an aberration because they've been, not the best all season long. But the Bills' defense was very banged up. I
Right,
mentioned
yeah,
it. I didn't mention it on here, but they had so many injuries. This is by far the best defense that they're going to play all year. So I think they're in for a rude awakening.
Yeah.
I sure hope so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah.
Good.
I really, really, really hope so.
Yeah. And we're going to be watching the game together.
It honestly like it is kind of up to Lamar at this point. Like he's got to
I'm
beat
scared
that
now.
Chiefs defense.
Right.
Their defense is pretty good.
Oh,
Because
yeah,
of
it's
that,
great. Yeah. If Baltimore's the best, well, no, because Cleveland's was good this year too. So, I mean,
Yeah.
KC, without a doubt, top 5 defensively.
Yeah, yeah.
We'll see how it goes. I'm nervous as hell. I don't know about
That's
you.
terrible.
No, I'm
Terrifying.
nervous for that
That's
one.
so
yeah.
terrifying.
It's like slowly coming up.
No, I know.
Scary.
And we're going to be
Damn.
watching together.
Yeah. Oh,
Damn.
yeah. I'm gonna be cheering so hard, dude. Like,
I know.
I hope it's like I hope it's like 14 to like, or no, yeah. I hope it's like 14 to like 6 or something like that.
Okay.
Like, end of the half. For
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Ravens, and I'll be like, all right,
Yeah, then we're
I'll
good.
be so happy.
Oh,
They're
that's
just going to
so
run it down their
scary. Yeah.
throats, eat up clock.
We'll be
Yeah.
chilling.
Yeah.
I'm not supposed to be stressed with games that aren't the Patriots. Why am I?
There's a lot riding on this. I mean, we all hate
not
the
for
Chiefs,
me.
and there's money on the
Yeah,
line.
Not
it's
for
a,
me.
It's a good amount of money. Too,
It
yeah.
is. Yeah.
It's-
It was $50 to win 750, and it was $50 to win 400 something. So
Wow.
So you're looking at
1,000,
1,000-ish.
yeah, for $100. Yeah.
Well, I'm
Damn.
rooting for you. Is it just for the Ravens to win the Super Bowl?
Yeah,
That's
to win the
it.
Super Bowl. Yeah. But like, if they get to the Super Bowl, so like right now I have a cash out for like, I think like $200, $300, something.
Oh,
like
so
that.
it'll go.
Yeah,
it'll go
so
up.
like if they get to the Super Bowl, especially, I mean, like I feel like they're gonna be the favorite regardless.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
So.
So
good pad.
whoever it is, they blew out both of those teams from the NFC. They
Oh, really?
killed the Lions.
Oh, yeah. They,
won
yeah.
like 36-3, something crazy like that.
I know they beat the Niners as well.
Yeah, early in the season, they destroyed the Lions. So, let's go.
Damn.
All right. I'm going with the
Damn.
Ravens as well. I'm pretty sure I already said that, but fuck, we need them to win. Let's go!
Who's your Super Bowl winner?
Go Ravens.
Ravens.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You had the Niners before, right?
I think, I had Ravens
Never.
over Niners.
You always had Ravens.
I
think.
did.
you? Oh,
Yeah,
never mind.
yeah.
I thought you had the Niners.
Through from the beginning, you did.
And I should have just bet them solely on. I threw the NBA in as well.
The
But
Nuggets
Nuggets and Celtics, yeah.
But I mean, that's going to be a big cash out now, if that's correct.
If I get the Super
I
Bowl,
feel
we're
like that's
probably
already
looking around what you
huge.
are going to get, around 1,000. Yeah, that's my
Yeah.
guess.
And then if
But-
you like get a little bit close, like just get like the Celtics a little bit closer,
Yeah.
then it should go up a little, right?
Yeah.
And
The
then
Nuggets need to make it too, and they're at the top of
like
the
when they're
conference too,
both
but-
in the playoffs,
Yeah.
I feel like it'll be big, and then you can
Right.
dip.
As long as everyone's healthy, yeah. So we'll see how that goes. So that's all I had for you. I know
Oh.
you got more.
Oh boy.
It's not that scary, Pavel.
That was fine. I'm worried about
No, it's actually not that scary. It's about
No.
I have a bone to pick with the fact that you gave
I knew it.
Poor
I knew it. I
Things, a
literally knew it
3
when you said
on
there was a bonus
Letterboxd.
question. I knew what it was.
on Letterboxd.
Yep.
And
Okay.
because you gave The Lord of the Rings a 5, and I
Oh, hell
just
yeah.
feel like And you also gave Macbeth a 4.5. Are you a Shakespeare?
The Roman
fan?
Polanski version, yeah, that one's.
I don't
great.
know. I just saw that it was Macbeth, and I was
Yeah,
like, I didn't know.
I've been watching like every like Macbeth like movie adaptation lately.
Is it just Macbeth or
Yeah,
all
I
Shakespeare?
don't know why. It's just like I just like started it and then I'm like whatever. I might as well watch all of them. Almost all of them.
I read Macbeth in high school, and I read
It's good.
Hamlet the
It's very
year
good.
before. And I remember like we went so in depth with Hamlet
Yeah.
that
yeah.
by the time we read, I don't even think I even finished Macbeth. Like
Really?
I didn't even
I don't
read
remember
it.
Hamlet, but I do remember Macbeth.
See, I love Hamlet.
Macbeth's great too. You should give it a try. Watch the movie.
I don't know anything
Maybe
about it. I
you
can't
don't like
contribute.
Shakespeare?
I told you like Romeo and Juliet. I enjoyed that.
I don't even think
I
I read
think we read
Romeo
that.
and Juliet. I read Taming of the Shrew, Midsummer Night's Dream, Hamlet, and Macbeth, and that's it. And I don't even think I fully read Macbeth, because I remember I remember the whole class kept calling him Hamlet because we were so used to to Hamlet. Because it was the year before.
I was getting confused too. Like I was calling Hamlet Macbeth. So.
But Macbeth better than Poor Things?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, okay. Listen, I feel like Poor Things was just very like, it was good. Like, the thing that I liked the most about it was definitely like the visual aspect of it. I think like the cinematography and then like the actual like set design, like the backgrounds, like all of that was like very like fresh. That was very new. Like that was awesome to watch. I didn't like really care for the story. I feel like it was very like.
What about the
I
characters?
feel like it was very hollow. I just I don't know. I wasn't like attached to them.
Wow.
What do you think's gonna win
I
Best
didn't get
Picture?
like anything out of it. I guess.
Wow.
I was looking for more like like the one thing about it was I guess like they kept bringing up like they just kept bringing up like all these different topics. Like they would like the guy on the boat would bring up like nihilism. Like you would have like she brought up like socialism, like a whole bunch of stuff. But they would like mention it and then they would never expand on it. And it was just like.
That's fair.
It's kind of like. You know what I mean? Like, what's the point of bringing that up? Like, that I was looking for like a little more. Like, I was looking for something that it said, and I feel like it didn't really say anything.
They did bring up socialism a lot, but then didn't expand on it.
Yeah, like in any way at all.
But I think a big part of the story was because the what was the black guy's name? I forget. But he was telling her about how awful the world is and how flawed it is, and then he was kind of saying like, there's really nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
So like, in that sense, it kind of showed her as this little thing in this big world with all these problems, and there's really not much you can do about it. But I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I do feel like it wasn't necessarily supposed to be detail orient. I don't know. I guess maybe they left it up to interpretation, I guess. But I do think I know what you mean, because they did really kind of just like sprinkle it in there and then like didn't say anything. So I was like, was it a joke? Like I don't know.
Yeah, and it wasn't like just that. Like it was just like so many things that would like bring up like that, and I was like, okay, whatever.
That's fine.
Even like what you mentioned, I feel like with like the whole like that's all they said was just like, oh, like you can't do anything about like poverty, you can't do anything about this, and like
Yes.
that was it. I was
Okay.
like, okay, like whatever, like that's all you're gonna say, because like there's I mean there's like other like specifically like the guy was talking about like nihilism, about how like you can't change anything, like the world sucks, like that's just what it is. But there's other like philosophical schools, like you can talk about like what's like the counter to that, like how you can, but then you have to make a whole different movie.
Right.
Actually, yeah, I guess that's
It was
true.
already long as it is.
Yeah,
So.
yeah.
It was.
So I don't know. I was just looking for more out of it, and I didn't.
I
get
guess
that.
that's
Fair critiques.
That's fair. That's
Yeah.
very fair.
And also, I avoided that question with you guys because I know you guys love the movie. I don't want to like be a downer and be like, actually.
But it's not like you didn't like it. Like
No, yeah, like I enjoyed it. Yeah, I definitely had
Yeah,
a
it
good
was a
time.
good
Yeah,
movie.
that's
Okay.
why I mean like a 3. That's like a 6 out of 10, is what I would say. Yeah, so like I
Yeah, I
enjoyed it,
guess.
okay.
Yeah, it was.
but. You know, I like it's not comparable to like Macbeth or Lord
No,
of the
I know.
Rings.
Well, they're totally different
I
movies.
know it's
but-
different.
Yeah, it is different. Yeah.
But I just saw on my feed that you just gave I was like, Macbeth. That's so random.
Yeah, from 19 like something 74 or something like that.
Huh.
That's good.
Maybe
You
I'll
should
have to
it.
watch. Because I remember when we learned Hamlet,
Yeah.
my teacher was like, well, it's a play. Like, it's meant to be watched. So he, like, had us watch it as we read it. So, like, he would play, like, clips from, like, some movie. I don't even know what
Yeah.
version it was. But he played the clips as we would read the passages so that we could see it. I was
Yeah.
like, okay,
It's definitely it's like meant to be watched.
Yeah, because it's
I
a
think
play.
actors give it like a lot of like that's the one thing since I've like seen like 4 different adaptations at this point, like the actors definitely like change like the
take-
feel of it
to put
so
their
much.
take on it.
Yeah.
Well, what do you think's going to win Best Picture?
This year?
Yeah.
We watched or did you watch it?
Past lives.
Yeah, Past Lives.
We just watched it, yeah.
How'd you
Awesome.
like it?
I loved it.
Yeah.
Loved.
That's not gonna win though. We know it's gonna
It's
win.
not.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oppenheimer's gonna win.
Oppenheimer's gonna win.
I think it is, but
I hope not too, but it's going to.
I know it is. There's no way it's not going to. Not that it wasn't a good movie, but I just feel like the other ones were better.
What, Past Lives? Oh,
Past Lives was better.
Oh my god, miles better. I was a little bored during Oppenheimer. I know you liked it better than me, but
I did like
nah.
it a lot. I really did. It was a cool movie, but I just feel like because of all the hype it got, like, all right, I don't know. I don't know if it deserved all that hype.
I didn't like the first like hour and a half of it, where it was just like a montage basically. Like that was it.
Yeah.
I wasn't a fan of that.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, I liked learning about after, like what happened.
Yeah,
like,
his
to
meeting
him
with the
and,
president and the explosion itself and
Yeah.
all the fallout from that.
Right.
Yeah, that was all cool.
The background stuff was just like they just went like that.
Yeah,
Literally,
yeah.
like one line into the next line into the next line for like an hour and a half.
Yeah.
I felt like it wasn't like edited very well, and then the second half was I thought like there was definitely like really good parts to it. Like,
I did like the second half too better than the
like
first
I did
half.
not enjoy it, but I didn't think it was the best. I think Past Lives, that, or I mean I haven't watched. There's two other movies I want to watch. Anatomy of a Fall. That was the first.
We watched that one. I liked
Did you watch it?
Pretty good.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He didn't like it as much as I did,
Yeah.
but I
Oh,
really
really?
liked it.
I mean, I didn't lose my mind over it. It was good.
It was
good, enjoyable.
It was really good. I don't know. The way my dad described it was like you're like really like a fly on the wall in like this person's life, and like you just get so personal and like and it was like a really cool movie.
It's
I
like
liked
she's like on trial, right? Like, yeah.
and it's in a different country too, so the trial's like a little different.
Oh,
so
okay.
It's a French movie, or she's in Germany, but she's like partially in French or something like that. So, no, she's from Germany. It takes place in France, so
it was good.
Yeah,
but I like that one. But Past Lives was really good. It was just so simple.
What would
like,
you rank? What's your ranking for this year? Would you say Poor Things, obviously?
Yeah, Poor Things number one. I think I like Past Lives second.
Did we make a list?
Yeah, but I mean like the best picture movies, I would think.
Oh, okay.
Right? I don't know.
I
You haven't seen Barbie, and I really liked Barbie. I know it's not going to
Barbie.
win, but it was a good movie. I really liked it.
What do you think about everyone freaking out about it?
I mean, I don't know. It's
That like it didn't.
the same thing. Yeah, the same thing as
Margot
like.
didn't get nominated for Best Actress, even though
Oh no, I don't care about
other
that.
people got nominated for Best Actress.
She was
Other
good,
women.
but I don't know if I would say that she deserved a Best Act. Like there was a lot of really good
Yeah.
actresses that I feel like. I don't know. Not that like she didn't deserve it, but I feel like the other ones probably like did a better job. Like Emma Stone did a better job than her for sure, like 100%.
Yeah.
But obviously,
Yeah,
I'm
I agree
biased.
with that. Yeah.
But I don't know. She did good. Did you see Barbie?
Yeah.
I really liked it a lot, but it was just.
I thought it, yeah,
She was-
like it wasn't like it was enjoyable. It wasn't like it was definitely like very like obviously like feminist, but it was like a little too much. Like
You probably had low expectations going into it too.
no, I was like mid. I expected it to be like a 5 out of 10, something like that. I
Okay.
didn't expect it to be bad.
Okay.
I didn't really know what to expect.
It actually like I didn't expect it to be bad, but it ended up being like pretty good.
But when I first heard the idea and saw the trailers, I was like, "That's gonna be horrible. Like, there's no way about."
Oh, yeah,
I just didn't really know
Yeah.
what I was like. What's the story?
Yeah,
like
exactly,
the trailers,
yeah.
there
Right,
was
right,
like
right.
no story.
Yeah.
I was like, what are they gonna do? But it was actually like the story was actually really good, and I liked it. And it was like it was funny. Like it wasn't like a kids movie. It was like actually funny. So
I like that. I like the holdovers. That was pretty good.
oh,
Holdovers is
I
awesome.
love
yeah.
the holdovers.
Paul Giamatti.
Yeah, love the holdovers. The
I
ones
feel
I
like-
haven't seen are I haven't seen Maestro,
Yes, yeah, that's
And
the
I-
other one I gotta watch.
and I
That
haven't
Anatomy of a
seen.
Fall.
Oh, what's the other one? My dad sent me the entire list. The Zone of Interest. I didn't see that one.
Yeah,
either.
I kept seeing. Yeah, that's yeah. I couldn't even remember. The
Oh,
name of it.
American Fiction's on there too. That was a good one. You didn't really like that one, but
I wouldn't say that. I liked it, but
that was
like
funny. But
different circumstances with that one. I told you why I
Yeah.
wasn't totally into it.
and then Killers of the Flower Moon.
Yeah.
I didn't see.
Really?
I don't think I have a desire to see that one. I don't know.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you should watch it. It's good.
Yeah.
It's good. It's long, but like it's good.
It's
Very
like
good.
Okay.
it's one that my dad was saying because it's like it's a longer movie, but it's like a real story, so it's not necessarily one where like he was like you could like pause it and then like finish it like the next day and like not be like oh my god I need to know what happens.
Right,
But it's like
yeah.
a good story and it's like a real story and you can tell like the director is like passionate about telling the story.
Yeah.
So it's a good story, but it's not necessarily like
It's a crazy story. It is
captivating.
absolutely
Like oh my god I need
insane.
to know what happens.
Kind of mind blowing that when you realize like, holy shit, this actually happened.
Yeah.
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 Well, like just like Yeah, yeah. You should watch
Can't
it. You should
spoil
watch it.
anything.
I think
Yeah,
I do
I'll
want to
put-
watch it, but my
I'll put it on
dad,
the
he
watch
was
list.
like, I didn't need to see it in theaters. He was
I
like,
agree,
He
yeah,
goes, you
I
can
agree
just
with
watch
that,
it
yeah,
whenever.
yeah.
Like some movies, it's like you have to see it in theaters. He's like, you
Not that
don't
one.
need to
I
see
agree,
that in
yeah.
theaters.
What got snubbed like crazy though? Talk to me.
Talk to me.
Talk to us or whatever. it
Talk
was.
to me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Best horror movie of the year.
Yeah,
Love
I think
that
so.
one.
I don't really think there's much other competition, but it's top of the ranks for horror for me.
It was very surprising. Very good.
Yeah,
Very,
I'm glad
very
you
good.
liked it.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Love that movie.
That's probably my top one of the year. I think I had it as number one on the list here. And
Yeah, I
Past
think
Lives
so, too.
definitely would make it on there.
I love
Can't
Past
remember the whole
Lives.
list that I
It's
had.
just so
I-
simple and
yeah.
effective. Like it was just such a simple movie,
Yeah.
and it was such a good.
It's very relatable.
It is.
It's
Yeah.
like I came here like same age, like
For
with
you
the movie,
especially.
so, yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
It was pretty good.
Yeah, that's crazy
I was
actually.
just,
Wow.
so-
Oh, that's even
Do
cooler.
you have a girl still in Bulgaria that you're?
No, no. Not
Your home will
that
come
part.
here.
But he wasn't like, like the guy wasn't like he wasn't supposed. I mean, like, yeah, that was like the surface level, like the romantic level, but like he was like supposed to like represent like Korea itself in a way. So it's like,
Oh yeah.
it's like she's like not like losing that part, but like, you know what I mean? Like she's gotta like kind of like let go of, you know, her being like ever
I
born
didn't
there.
even think
I
about
see.
it like that.
Mm.
That's
That was
so
like
cool.
the part that like hit, yeah.
Mm.
So at
Wow.
the end, like when she's like crying, that's like she's not like crying over the guy. She's crying over the fact that like, you know, she kind of like lost
That part of her.
being like Korean. Yeah.
I see. I see. I did that.
Wow.
I didn't make that connection.
Yeah.
I
the
didn't
time.
either.
It was very obvious to me, but that's because like like
'Cause you've been
the
through, like,
same
a
kinda
similar-
experience,
yeah.
Well, I found it interesting because I was thinking about it because in the previous like disconnections that they had, he was the more sad one, and she
Yeah,
just kind of
yeah.
went about her life. But in this instance, and the last one, it was flipped. Like she was the more sad one. And I was like, did she like feel closer to him and like, I don't know.
Wow.
I never put that together.
Yeah.
That's
Great
cool.
was-
analysis.
The one thing she was like, she's like normally like I'm American Korean, but like when I'm talking to him, I feel Korean.
Oh,
That
wow.
was like super obvious at that point.
Oh well, I must admit, I don't
No,
know.
I remember when she said that.
Do
too.
you?
Yeah.
Mm.
Great movie.
But it's obvious to me because like
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
like you guys were.
I wouldn't
born
be
here, so it's
upset if that
different,
one.
I got you,
really,
yeah.
But that's what I mean. Like
yeah,
when
that's
I
a good one.
when I'm looking at a movie and I'm watching it, like I'm looking for like an extra
More
layer of
depth.
it. And I
That's
feel
true.
like poor things just
That's-
didn't have
That
That's
extra layer
fair.
for you.
any of
Okay.
that, Yeah.
That's fair.
It did for me. I was like
Yeah.
crying at some point or near crying at some points.
Yeah, I can definitely see that. Yeah, if you get it like actually attached to the character, yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Or the characters.
Mhm.
You know.
For me, it was like watching someone's entire life in 2 hours.
Yeah,
Someone
yeah.
grow up as a person, mature as a person. But
Yeah, I think it was like the details of like how seamlessly she like grew up, and like it's almost like you look back and you're like, oh my god, remember when she was like a baby?
and then watching
like,
it for the second time, and then seeing her as a kid again, and like knowing what's coming, it was just like I don't know. We felt like a parent almost in a way, like seeing her young again. You know what I mean?
I wonder if also there's just like too many layers for them to go deep into each layer, because there were so many ways that you could
Yeah.
like look at it religiously. You could look at it like
Yeah.
like in the form like feminism. You could do like all
Yeah,
this other
yeah.
things. It's almost like they kind of had to like pick and choose. So
No,
it's just like
I agree.
looking at this as a bunch of different stuff instead of focusing in on one thing and going more deep into that.
Yeah.
But
But at the same time, the movie like insisted on bringing up like all those things.
exactly,
It's
yes.
like if you're
yes.
gonna bring it up, like
Then
say
why-
something
you should
about
go
it.
into it, yeah. Yeah, there was a lot of just like one-liners, and then
Yeah.
like that's it.
The one that sticks out the worst was like the socialism one. I was like,
Because they
what
brought it
the
up
fuck
multiple
even-
times
yeah.
too. And she was like, "We're socialists," and then just
Yeah,
like, didn't
literally.
say
Yeah,
anything.
yeah. Like, what is the point?
Yeah, I just love that
Makes no
director.
sense.
To be honest,
But
he's a good director. I love him.
yeah, I mean, I liked I haven't watched The Lobster yet, but I watched Killing of a Sacred Deer.
Yeah.
I like that one more. I think.
Sacred Deer.
Yeah.
It's a good movie.
It was good.
I like The Lobster. I think The
I like Sacred Deer
Lobster's
better than
more
Lobster.
similar to Killing of a Sacred Deer, and I like The Lobster more. I
Mm-hmm.
think. He also has Dogtooth. That one's a very, very weird movie. Like,
Really?
Very, like,
Dogtooth is weird.
I probably
very
like
weird.
it.
Like, out there. Probably the weirdest one I've seen of his. It's bizarre.
He's one of those directors that when he puts something out, I'm gonna want to watch it.
Agreed.
And I've been thinking about Jordan
Something
Peele.
different.
Like
Yeah.
Nope was like it was good.
Sorry.
Yeah.
You see the trailer?
For what?
The new movie he's making?
No.
No.
With oh my God, what's his name? The guy from The Green Knight.
Oh God.
The lead actor.
Oh, our favorite
Yeah, I
movie?
know. I know.
Oh, yeah,
I know.
okay,
I know
yeah.
the
Aside
face.
from the movie,
Yeah, I
it's-
know who he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
movie?
That guy. They're making a movie together. I think they're
Really?
co-directing it. Yeah.
Oh, I
It's
haven't
called
seen
The
it.
Monkey Man. He's like a fighter.
Oh.
Ah.
I mean, I'll probably still see it, but
The
I
trailer
was a
looked
little
pretty good.
disappointed
Did it?
in his last movie, to be honest.
It was so he's been on a down trajectory. All the movies
Really?
I thought were good. Well, yeah, I mean, I would rank them Get Out and then Us and then Nope in that order.
Yeah.
That's how I'd rank them.
Nope
Yeah.
was just so forgettable. I don't remember anything.
Really?
I don't even
Nope was
remember
cool.
what happened. Like, I couldn't tell you. I don't know. I just immediately forgot about it as soon
I mean,
as
we've seen so many
exited the
movies.
theater.
That I mean, how long ago did that come out? 3 years?
I think it was
Yeah, 2
2022,
or 3 years.
2021.
Yeah. I want to give it another rewatch. It's been a while.
Get Out was definitely his best.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's because like, I don't know, that was his first movie. You know?
Yeah.
He's probably like slept on that for years.
That's true.
And then he had to make the other ones.
Yeah.
Right.
But I still really enjoyed the other ones too.
Yeah.
So.
Me
I liked
too.
Us a lot.
Us was awesome.
I did like
Yeah.
Us.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like Nope too. Nope was dope.
Mhm.
I had like a lot of
I would
Like,
need to
really cool
rewatch it.
movie.
I think I just didn't. I forget it.
Yeah, we'll give it another shot.
Yeah, for sure.
Does anyone else have anything else to say?
No.
We can keep going for hours.
No, I know, dude. I know. It's already the longest episode on record, and I said at the beginning this is gonna be the short. Yeah, I thought it was gonna be like freaking 30, 40 minutes. Here we are.
Yeah.
Set the record
You did.
for now.
Yeah.
Let's
Until the
go.
longest one.
Pavel's in our
Right,
Hall
I
of
know.
Fame.
Yapping.
Well, I know. We'll get you both on at the same time.
Pavel
my
is in the
God.
Hall of Fame
I need to
for
prepare for that.
longest episode.
All right. Cool. Thanks for being our guest.
Yeah,
Thank
thanks,
you for
I
Pavel.
feel like this was a banger of an episode. I had a great time,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you have fun?
Oh yeah.
and you'll be back, I'm sure.
Yeah,
Yay.
I'm down.
The invite's always there. Maybe some other of our soft friends will finally.
Yeah. Now you
muster up the
maybe
courage.
Yeah, I'll let other people.
you've
go first.
inspired him.
They
Everyone
probably
else,
won't take the opportunity, but
Yeah,
it's
you've
all right.
hopefully you'll inspire everybody else to come on because they
I
don't.
mean,
want-
anyone.
Oh, anyone.
No
yeah.
one wants.
I mean,
I'm calling out specifically. I'm calling out Joel Zelaya.
He would never do.
Luan Diaz.
Luan would.
I don't know why
And
one has
Nick
him.
Camacho.
Yeah, imagine Nick.
Nick.
would be great.
Nick would be good, yeah. And
Funny.
if we got another mic, I'm sure they'd feel more comfortable with.
If there was, yeah.
Yeah.
I said I would sit out, but you don't know how to
No.
do all the. You don't know how to
No,
do
no,
this, so
No,
I have
no.
to be here.
Us two are a must.
Right,
Package
right.
deal. All right.
Close
Thank you
us
guys
out,
for tuning in.
Justin.
Huh?
Close us out.
Thank you for tuning in to episode 11. I hope you enjoyed. We'll be back probably in a couple weeks.
No inspirational quote for everybody.
I don't think I got one, no. Just pray for me that I pass this test. I'm going to get the results in
Oh my God.
47 minutes. I'm probably going to fail, but.
Gym teacher, gym teacher.
All right. Thank you, guys. We'll see you again next time.
Bye.
Not just sports.